and welcome to Value Chain TV News Update. I am Adalbio Gwejofor with the news. The presidency has announced the appointment of Mr. Ola Olukoyede as the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. In a statement signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, President Bola Tinubu tasked the new leadership of the commission to see the assignment as a new war on corruption as a central pillar of the president's renewed hope agenda. A lawyer with over 22 years of experience, the new EFCC head was one-time chief of staff to the executive chairman between 2016 and 2018, among several positions he previously held. His appointment is for a renewable term of 4 years in the first instance, pending Senate confirmation. Meanwhile, the EFCC has disclosed that the commission recovered 27 billion naira and $19 million in 3 different cases investigated so far, involving some former governors and ministers. Spokesman of the commission, Mr. Dele Oyewale, said that the investigation followed petitions received by the commission over allegations of corruption by former governors, former ministers, and some ministry officials. Mr. Oyewale confirmed that the commission is recording progress in the investigations, adding that the details shall be made public soon. A cross-section of Nigerians have reacted to the development.
EFCC recovering money and not showing the identity of where the money is coming from. I think that is another form of fraud to me. I think they are still telling us old story. Yes, they are still telling us old story. They are not being sincere with their job. If they know these monies were found from some people, tell us where you got this money. Mention the names of those people that you got this money from, so that we'll know that exactly these are thieves. This is a thief. This is a thief. This is a thief. So that we know who is going to prison and who is not going to prison.
They would serve as deterrents to others, so that others that are planning something of such will not come on board and then do the same thing. But you see, because Nigerians are already saying that, okay, or let me not generalize, but those that are in office are already saying that whatever EFCC does, they don't bring it out in the open and call names, so they can also do the same thing. So it puts people in this state of comfort whereby they just feel they can commit the crime and then talk to whosoever is in that office and then they get away with it. So to the best of my knowledge, and I only believe I'm speaking for a vast majority of Nigerians, EFCC is not doing what they are supposed to do. I just wish they could just wake up and live to the expectations of Nigerians.
That's what we are asking. We are asking about. EFCC say he recovered fund. Where is the fund? Who is involved? Where are the people that is involved that looted the money? We are hearing we recover trillion billions. Where is the money? Who and who is involved? Okay, if somebody have EFCC problem, why did you give him a minister? Why did you enroll him in government? Why? It can happen only in Nigeria. Go to advanced countries, you cannot see. But they will do from here. They will do all these bad things. Carry the money, go outside the country, and they will go there, go and rest. They will come here, come and punish the whole Nigerians. I am ready to talk. If you want me to talk more.
The federal government has directed contractors of abandoned road projects across the country to return to sites within the next 14 days. Works Minister Dave Umahi gave the directive in Abuja while speaking at a meeting with contractors. The minister, who warned that failure to comply with the directive by such contractors would lead to the termination of their contract, pointed out that the ministry would no longer tolerate palliative work on the road projects that government have already substantially funded. The reports. Umahi said that payment to contractors would now be based on work done with verifiable proof. He also said that with about 3,000 workers, only 20% of road repairs by FEMA should be done through contracts, adding that he had secured President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's approval for work to commence on 60 projects using direct labor, particularly for roads rehabilitation. According to the minister, any contractor with up to 4 pending projects would not be given additional ones. Adalbio Gwejofor reporting for Value Chain TV. There are strong indications that the federal government is considering subsidy for electricity generation companies to cushion the effects of recent price increase of gas. Recent reports from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission show that subsidy to the electricity sector fell by about 80% between 2019 and 2022 as power companies asked for increase in tariffs. Managing Director, Niger Delta Power Holding Company, Chiedu Ugbo, told journalists in Lagos that the major challenge the Gencos are facing is that of poor exchange rate of the naira to dollar. Speaking to Value Chain TV, some Nigerians have shown support for the development, while others have expressed reservations.
It's timely. We don't need it now, and it's not as if customers or consumers that are paying for that tariff get 24 hours light. So it's timely, whenever there's a hike in petrol, already everything is up. So now the government is trying to put another high tariff in.
The only thing that government was doing before was subsidizing or making a little provision for the citizens through oil subsidy, but that has been removed. So if they now have to do this in the issue of electricity distribution, subsidy, I think it is a very good thing to do because even as it is today, many Nigerians are providing electricity for themselves.
It would have been a welcome idea, but instead of subsidy, I would have preferred that the power generating plants should be built more so that we can generate more power and not just depending on the normal power we've been using over the years. When we build power stations everywhere in every state, I think it will boost our electricity and we will not have any need for maybe subsidy or whatever. I think that would have been better instead of subsidizing we can't keep doing that.
Nigeria is leading a group of other countries to pursue debt relief from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The agitation is championed by the Intergovernmental Group of 24, the G24, with membership including Algeria, Côte d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ethiopia, Gabon, Ghana, Kenya, Morocco, South Africa, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Meanwhile, the IMF has dismissed the possibility of total debt cancellation. African Department Director of the body, Abebe Selassie, while speaking during the African session of the ongoing IMF World Bank annual meetings in Morocco, said 50% of total debts in sub-Saharan countries are domestic, stressing that debt forgiveness is difficult. The fund said it has loaned $80 billion since 2020 to sub-Saharan African economies for emergency funding and special drawing rights, SDR allocations. Nigerian oil firms have acquired about 26 oil mining licenses in the Niger Delta Basin area within the last decade. The Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Engineer Simbi Wabote, disclosed this on Wednesday at the 2023 Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association Energy and Labour Summit in Abuja. Wabote said some of the de-investments include those planned by Shell and ExxonMobil to sell oil and gas assets worth billions of dollars. He emphasized that the investment of oil assets are not necessarily negative, as they present opportunities for local capacity supported by local content implementation.
The Executive Secretary outlined several opportunities expected from the divestment, such as the injection of new capital, the rejuvenation of divested assets, and an increase in crude oil production through the investment in technologies by the acquiring firms. Other direct benefits are the creation of direct and indirect employment opportunities by the indigenous companies and their service providers. In addition to these opportunities, the NCDMB boss equally highlighted challenges encountered in the divestment exercise. He, however, assured that the board will continue to partner with industry stakeholders to institute regulations that will ensure that the increasing footprint and stakes of indigenous oil and gas production companies would not lead to a reduction in Nigerian content compliance. Chats Moses reporting for Value Chain TV.
That's it on the news update. I am Adalbi Ogwejofor. Thanks for staying with us.